All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Rise and shine, it's time for D. It's for drama. I'm your host, Shannon D, and today I am joined by comedian and actress. You can find her touring the country, performing for clubs, universities, and festivals. She's appeared on NBC's America's Got Talent and America's Got Talent Extreme for Jello Wrestling, where she got body slammed by Nikki Bella. You can also hear her on her bi-weekly podcast, The DINKside, with her hubby, Cameron Lewis. And I get to see her every Sunday night losing her shit on on the poor bastard who gets partnered up with her in our acting class. Please welcome Katie K.
Wow, thank you.
Woo-woo.
An illustrious intro. I appreciate it.
So we're both in a Meisner class
We
together,
are.
which for those of you guys who don't know what that is, I mean, I still don't even really know how to explain it, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's an acting technique where you basically just yell at your partner everywhere.
Yeah, it's therapy on stage.
Yes.
That's what it feels like half the time.
Truly. But both of us are tall women.
We are.
Tall women. Now, I want to preface this episode with we are on the shorter side of tall women, though.
Sure.
We are on the edge, I would say.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we didn't experience a lot of the trials and tribulations.
Right.
But we do not know what it is like to be over 6 foot, I should say.
Sure.
Because I know those come with their own set of problems.
Mm-hmm.
But I made a TikTok a couple months ago that was like, do you remember that sound? You have any kids? Yes,
Yeah.
I have one daughter. And it was like,
How about
oh, you're
you?
tall for a 5. No. Oh, you're 5'10", you're so tall, but you're taller than, how could you be that? Because you're taller than me.
Yeah.
And basically, so I was like, oh no, but you're actually just 5'9". Well, I was getting comments on it, people being like, 5'10" isn't tall. 5'10" isn't tall for a woman. I was like, tell the whole goddamn rest of the world that then.
Tell the whole world. Tell every man that's ever tried to date me.
Yeah.
Tell.
So I'm like, oh, so now I'm not allowed to say that I'm tall. So not only do I
Wow.
have the trials and tribulations and get bullied for being tall my whole life, but now I'm not allowed to say it either.
Neither side will accept you?
No.
This is insane. I've never experienced that. I didn't know you were getting that feedback.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, are you telling that to me or are you telling that to like the men of the world?
Right.
I was like flabbergasted by that reaction. I mean, most of the reaction was like, yes, this happened. It was women being like, yes, this happens
This is
to me
constant.
every day.
Yeah. I've only been told I'm just like a tall bitch. So
Yeah.
I've just been, people are
A
just
tall
like,
bitch.
Jesus Christ.
Well, actually, I tuned into the exact right episode of your podcast recently that I heard about a little doctor's visit.
The
that you had.
update. Oh my God. That's hilarious.
I was like, okay, this is perfect.
Yeah, I have a confession. I seem to have shrunk.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like angry. I was like, my life is a lie.
Yeah, this whole time. We'll catch the listeners
Yeah,
up.
so I've been told I'm 5'10" for a long time. I was 5'10" when I was 12 years old.
Mhm.
And upon being measured recently, I'm apparently 5'9".
You lucky bitch.
I know. And I'm like, should I wear heels? Like, I can't believe I'm not in heels today.
You're like, I'm miniature. I'm a short girl.
Literally so petite, so cute. It's crazy. Can you even see me?
You're
Do
like
you have to
seeing
look
the world
down?
in
I
a
know.
different
I know.
way.
So it is like an exciting update. It has changed my perspective on a lot. I get it now, but I don't know. I still catch myself saying 5'10". People are still like, oh, if I wear heels, it's still somehow off-putting to others.
Yeah. Oh
So-
my God. Yeah. Well, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Are you 5'10"?
Okay, so this is what I was gonna say. It has been one time at the doctor's office that they told me that I was 5'9", but I was like, "There's no way they did it wrong."
Yeah,
like
something's
that's
wrong.
what I honestly might think of what happened to
me.
you.
Yeah.
because there's been multiple times where I've gone into the doctor's office and they've just done it wrong, and I've even noticed like the bar is like not
Tilted.
right on my head.
Yeah.
And so I settled it once and for all, went home, because so many people have always told me that I'm taller than 5'10", always. Even women tell me that.
Oh my God.
All the time.
Where are the allies?
I was like, you're doing it too at 2 Brute? It was a tall woman too. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, are we not in this together?
Literally. And
Jesus.
actually, a lot of tall women do that to me as well because of their own insecurity,
Right.
I think. And I'm like, come on, like we all have this insecurity. Now you're going to make me feel insecure too because you want to be a half inch shorter than me?
Right.
For what? So I went home and I was like, I'm going to measure it myself. And so I, did the thing with the pencil.
Yeah.
I even like set up my camera to make sure I was doing it exact. And I am 5'10" and a half.
Okay.
So there you go, guys.
We're on record.
Have the half.
Yeah.
Have it. But I'm like, women, we always
round down.
We round down.
Yeah.
And the men round up.
Yeah, they do.
So
And that causes problems.
You know what? And so I can admit I am a part of the problem. But I am not going to say 5'11".
No.
I'm not 5'11".
No, as you shouldn't say. Yeah.
I'm not going to say that.
And that would be disrespectful to women that are 5'11".
Right. They need to say that they're 5'10" and a half, and I will say I'm 5'10".
Yeah. Great.
We're allowed to do that. Thank you. I rest my case.
Yeah.
But so now I do believe that maybe then I am going out into the world and misleading, though.
We all have our vices, and I just want to be small.
I wanted nothing more than that in life.
Yeah.
I was tall at a young age, too.
Yeah.
Oh, were you always tall, or did you have a growth spurt?
No, it was just
always.
basically from the womb.
And I do believe that there's a difference in mentality across the board of women that were short when they were younger and had a growth spurt.
Yeah.
And then women that were tall their whole lives.
Yeah.
And then there's also like a very rare anomaly.
Yeah.
Anomaly
Yeah.
of women that were tall, but then peaked at like
Yeah.
12. And then they were no longer, and then they were like 5'5".
Now they're normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that there's a lot of psychological stuff, but I'm glad
Totally.
we're in the same boat.
Yeah. I think we have similar, if I may, brain chemistry to those that were like severely bullied when they were little.
Yes.
Like we have personalities now. We had to grow a big personality to fit our big bodies.
Yes. Yes. I've actually talked about that recently where I'm like, it's actually like a good thing that I was tall because I would have probably been a monster if I was like just a normal height.
Yeah, you can't have it all.
Exactly. You can't have it all. But that's also one of the other weird things about it too, is that I think, shorter people always want to be tall. So they like kind of almost don't give us the room to like be insecure about it or give us any sort of empathy.
Yeah.
Sympathy around it because they're like, well, you should be happy about it.
Right. It's right. They act like what we're saying out loud is like, I hate being pretty.
Yeah,
and
I'm
it's like,
so
no.
skinny.
Yeah.
It's not that.
No, it's I hate being a giraffe gargoyle. Like, it's hard.
No guys were ever interested.
No.
Ever.
They wanted the small little petite girls.
Mm-hmm. And I always hated the girls that would like complain about being short. I'm like, well, you're bragging.
Yeah.
You're bragging.
Yeah.
I'm not bragging when I
that.
say it. I was thinking this the other day, and let me ask you this question. Because what's your perfect height?
5'7".
Same.
Really?
Yeah, same. 5'7".
Yeah.
Now, if a genie came and granted you a wish, I mean, if he only gave you this option, because I'm sure you would ask for other things other than this. Yeah. But if one option that he gave you was you could be 5'7", would you take it?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because 5'7" is like still tall.
Yeah.
Like you're still getting a lot of the benefits of being tall, but you're not enormous.
Yeah.
But also, don't you feel like 5'7" girls always try and pull the tall girl card of the trauma around being a tall girl too? Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
I'm like, stay in your lane.
Where they are like, well, I can't wear heels. Then I would be so tall. I'm like, oh, if you wore heels, you would be my height currently?
Yes.
Yeah. It pisses me off so much.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I have this one friend, Steph, shout out if you're listening. And it's like us three best friends. Michelle, she's really tiny. Steph's in the middle, and then there's me.
All tall bars.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
remember Singular Raising the Bar?
Yes.
So when we were young, like we went as a Halloween costume because
That's
we were
amazing.
perfectly in that order. And she would always complain about how tall she was. And I'm like, you do know I'm the tall one in this scenario.
God. That's like when someone skinnier than you complains about feeling bloated or fat, and you're like, oh, so then I must be a whale.
Yeah. Then I'm enormous.
Yeah. Then I guess I'll just go fuck myself. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's too much.
It's too much. Well, you had a story for us
I do. Yeah.
about dating.
Ironically, my ex that was shorter than me but claimed to not be, and I was like, we both have eyes, we can see each other,
Yeah.
and I'm looking down at you, so also it's like I can see your driver's license, like how much proof do we need, you know?
Oh, so wait, did his driver's license say that he was
5'9". Yep.
Oh, but he would say he was taller?
He would say he was 5'11", and I'm like, that's 2 inches, my friend.
Okay, wait, so where'd you meet him?
At work, unfortunately. He's one of those that grew on me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so when did he say I'm 5'11"?
I heard him like, so he's also an actor, and I would hear him like tell people or slate or, you know, whatever. And I'm like, huh, you know, or like when we would wear, like we would take pictures or whatever, like I would definitely do like the hip hop like slump to try to like make it that I wasn't taller than him.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of like a point of, I would never call him out because it also made me feel like enormous and like manly to be like, no, you're short. Okay. So I would just kind of go along with it. But in my head and post breakup, I am like, no, you were small the whole time.
Yeah.
To be clear. And like, if he's still on dating apps, I would laugh because he's probably putting 5'11".
Yeah. Because
but
you
it's
put
like,
your height now, right?
Yes.
With Hinge.
And when you show up,
oh my God,
to the date,
it's like
we
really
can see
can't. You can't get away with this because
No.
it's a factual, like physical.
Yeah, when you kiss, where are your lips located?
Yeah.
Oh, 1 inch lower than my lips.
Yeah, exactly. And also, you are 5'9", apparently. So that means he was like 5'8".
Maybe.
So he was going 3 inches above.
That's crazy.
I understand the half an inch, or even, okay, I'll give you an inch if you want to round up. Like one of my best friends, Horace, he's like 5. Actually, honestly, I think he's like shorter than me a lot of the times. But during his slates, when I would help him, he would say 6 foot sometimes. I was like, you are not 6 foot. Like, I'm sorry.
We can't do that.
Because it becomes a problem when you get on set and they partner you up with somebody who's
actually 6 foot.
Yeah. Or like, you know, a lot of times with women, tall girls do have an issue with acting a lot because especially if it's like a romantic role or whatever, they want someone that's taller, and there's a lot of short male actors out there.
Yeah.
So I know for sure, I'm sure I've lost some roles because of that.
Same.
I remember I lost an agent because of that one time. They were like, oh yeah, we just can't like it's just your height. I'm like,
cool.
Great. So it's also hindering my career too.
Cool.
Great. Oh, because this is what I was going to say is like, I was really thinking about with the 5'7" thing is definitely when I was younger, for sure. I would have been like 100,000,000,000%.
Yeah.
Chop some inches off. I think I still would, but I also am like, well, what are some problems that come with there?
Yeah.
But like 5'7"
I can't think of
so
any.
in the middle. Yeah, literally. 5'7" like so. You're just like the perfect height, truly, because you don't have the issues of when you're shorter.
Yeah.
Reaching things. Like I think with shorter women too, like I guess depending on your body composition, but one pro of being tall is that like weight distributes a little bit better. Like if we gain weight, it does.
It's harder to tell.
I did make a pros and cons list, and the pros is so much shorter.
You did? What's on it?
Oh, I said wearing heels out, even with friends. Like, because a lot of times when I was younger, like in college, if I was on the prowl looking for a guy, I would wear flats.
Yeah.
Because then that would higher my chances.
Exactly.
And also because I wanted to feel petite.
Small.
No offense to short guys at all. Like I've hooked up with shorter guys.
Yeah.
But it's just more like my own personal insecurity.
Right. I want to feel feminine.
Yes.
And it's harder. Yeah.
With a shorter guy. Although there are some that just have like BDE.
Yeah.
And when they like gash you up for your height and stuff, I love that.
If they're confident, like a strong, confident, shorter guy, hell
So
yeah.
hot.
It's just when they take it to that extra step of like, I want to climb that tree. And it's like,
you're fetishizing me now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm not open for climbing. No, thank you. So it's just that
Close.
extra step.
When you're out with even a group of girls and you have heels on, it's hard to hear them when you're at a bar. Have you had this?
Yes.
I have to bend down. Be like, what are you guys saying?
Yeah. Wow.
Especially if they don't wear heels. I'm like, guys, come on, really?
Yeah.
Let's all rock the heels. So then we're all like kind of similar heights that we were, but if I'm the only one wearing heels and they're not, oh, forget it.
Forget it. It looks like then you're out to the bar with your child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're babysitting.
Yeah. Like, here, let me hold your hand.
Well, and I was taller than my babysitter growing up. It was really embarrassing.
God.
She was tiny. And we would go out and I'd be like,
what a bitch.
I'm trying to hunch over. Such bad posture.
Yeah, I have horrible posture and scoliosis, but
as an adult, I've become a lot better about it. But yeah, as a kid, but it doesn't make you look shorter. You just look like you don't have good posture.
Yeah, you just look like a hunchback. Yeah,
honestly. So then, hard to find shoes. Really hard to find shoes.
So bad.
You can't just like pop in somewhere real quick and grab a pair.
No, you need to order specialty shit half the time.
Yeah. Because I'm like between a 10 and 11, more so on the 11 side.
Yeah, I thought I was a 9.5 this whole time. And I also recently went to like a shoe store and they like made me run on a treadmill in front of people in the store, which was that's going to be my new icebreaker. And people are like, what's your most embarrassing moment? Running on a treadmill barefoot in front of a store of people shopping.
No, that's villain origin.
Yeah. And they like were videoing my stride to, you know what? I decided I don't care any longer. Let me off this thing.
That's so bad. In the middle of the store.
In the middle of the store. No one else is running. Horrible. Barefoot? I've never run barefoot on a treadmill till that moment. No. Why would anyone do that? That's a monster thing to do.
Your gait or something.
Yeah, and they want to see where your weight lands on your foot, whatever. Well, the worst news was I'm a 10.5 now.
Welcome to the club.
We can share shoes. You're the only person.
Yeah. That's the other thing. You can't share shoes with anyone.
No, or clothes for that matter.
No, not really. Well, and that's the other thing too, is that people will always be like, because we're both like thin.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we can share clothes. Like there's like, especially with tops and stuff and some dresses, but like shorter people a lot of times be like, there's no way you'll be able to fit into my clothes. There's no way.
Yeah. I'm like, oh.
Like, okay.
Yeah, got it.
Wait, see me try.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I can.
Yeah.
It just looks different.
Yeah. It looks a little like, crop toppier or like a shorter dress, whatever. Who cares?
I'm getting heated over here.
Yeah, pants. I don't know where the fuck you buy your pants, but.
Oh, these are the best pants ever. I'll show you what they're called. Citizens of Humanity.
Oh, great.
I found them at Aritzia, but then I've bought another pair on Poshmark because they're a lot cheaper there. And I think what people do is just buy them and hem them. They must, because they're so long. They literally drag.
Oh, hell yeah.
On my feet. The past couple years have been really innovative for the tall girl community.
Citizens of Humanity, # not sponsored, willing to be.
Call us. Well, that was my next point. Hard to find pants long enough.
Oh, yep.
Every September, tears. We'd go to Kohl's. It would end in tears every time.
Yep. I have to be feeling like the mental fortitude. Like the best day of the year is when I have to go pants shopping.
Oh,
and then I ruin my own day. Yeah. But I have to be feeling really good.
There's like specific brands for tall women now.
Yeah.
But back in the day, they didn't give a fuck.
No. Everything was a capri.
Oh, I already mentioned this one, but people saying that we should be happy about it. And then, the people saying in the comments that it's not tall. And then the pros I said about the weight distribution, easy to see in large crowds.
Easy to see? Yeah, Disneyland, you can never miss me. Yeah. Concerts, we can see the stage.
Yeah, that is nice. But then we get berated by the people
behind us. Yeah, I always feel like I'm in the way. Mm-hmm. That is another con. I feel like I'm in the way constantly.
Yeah, always. And then like having long arms is nice to reach things, like reach behind a
bed, plug in a phone charger.
Mm-hmm. And like being able to reach high things.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of any other pros. Can you?
No, it's so sad. I was told I should model as a child, and then they told me my hips were too wide. So.
Oh, I know. I had no luck in that department.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
And so I also have trauma around that as well.
Right.
And then, so then now when, because I failed at it. And so now when everyone always, oh, you must be. And I'm like, no, I failed at it, but thanks for reminding me.
I'm a failed model. Did you, do people just assume you're athletic?
Oh, that's the other thing too.
Yeah. They always assume I play basketball. And I'm like, I couldn't
never
dribble to save my fucking life.
No, never.
No.
I played volleyball.
I
so
wasn't even that good.
Yeah.
I wasn't even good enough to play volleyball.
Also, people mentioning it all the time. Like, oh, you're tall.
Yeah.
It actually took me a long time to not be viscerally angry.
Pissed when people say that. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
But it is crazy because if you made the same comment to other people, like if you met someone, oh, hi, I'm Kate, and the first thing you said was, oh, you're short. That's
Truly.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy behavior. Or if you're like, oh, you're large.
No,
that's crazy.
No,
but they feel
true.
like they can say it because, oh, you're tall.
Always. And I make like a very, very concerted effort to never point out anyone's height because of that, like tall people, because I know they get it constantly.
Right.
Or just like anything physical about a person that's like unique. I'll never point it out because of that.
It's like they know.
But again, they think that the tall thing is a compliment.
Yeah.
And now I do just say like, yeah, or like, you're right. Or I'd be like, yeah, I know. That's how I used to be. Yeah. But now I'm just like, oh, thanks.
So I started going, no way. Really?
What are some nicknames that you had? Did you have any nicknames?
People would just say, they're really not creative. It would just be giraffe, tree, or dinosaur. I think
dinosaur.
I think because I was like 40 pounds smaller than I am now, but the same height. So like I was really bony.
Oh, you were skinny.
I was a really skinny, and I ate constantly, but like nothing caught up. Yeah. So I was just like really bony and tall. So it was definitely like dinosaur was on the list. How about you?
Big Bird.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I had this yellow cover up that I would wear over my bikini and like my old work. I used to work at this pancake house in the summertime. And yeah, they would call me Big Bird because of the yellow cover up.
That's horrific.
And then Jolly Green Giant.
Oh my God.
These
are worse.
One of the cooks, I would walk in and he'd go, yo, Jolly Green.
And you're like, you're actively bullying me.
Yeah. But at that point, I was just like, whatever. I'll just like lean into it, I guess.
Yeah.
Bigfoot, Amazon, Gigantor.
Yeah,
and then
I got Gigantor.
I've mentioned this on the podcast before, but in high school and I was more mad about the lack of creativity than the actual bullying aspect of it, but was Tall Shannon.
Why are people
really?
so dumb?
It's not even an alliteration or anything.
No, it's actually hard to get out of the mouth.
Yeah, it doesn't flow at all.
No.
But there was two Shannons, and the other one was like the perfect height, 5'7".
Ew. Oh,
and so
I
she
hate
couldn't be
this.
short Shannon. So if she was short, that would make sense because then it would be A, an alliteration.
Right.
And then
that rolls
a
up
way
the tongue.
Yeah. And now my best friend's kids, she's got a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old, call me Tall Shannon. To differentiate us.
Passed the bullying down
I
to
was like,
children.
Do you know that I am traumatized by that nickname? But now I've reclaimed it. Now I love it.
Sure.
Now I love it because they call me that because she's still friends with both of us.
Got
Shannon,
it.
So they would always get confused whenever she'd say, "Oh, we're going over to Shannon," like you know.
So you've chosen to feel empowered about it.
Exactly, and now I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, but this is the other thing I was gonna say is like part of me almost wonders, like, because now I do feel like in a lot of ways I've embraced it and I'm not as insecure about it as I used to be. There still are times. But part of me wonders if like I actually really have worked through it or just now that I'm dating a tall guy.
It's fine.
Now it's fine. But like I'm wondering like if we broke up and I were to enter the dating arena again, would all of that still be there? Like I haven't actually worked through it. It's just like I don't have to deal with it on a regular basis anymore.
Yeah. You're not like worried about if you're desirable to the male gaze.
To the male gaze, yeah.
Yeah.
And like now I can wear really high heels.
How tall is
he?
he?
6'5".
Ugh, you bitch. That's amazing. You did it. You caught one in the wild.
I mean, that's probably the only reason why I've held on to him, honestly.
Yeah.
If he was short, I'd be like,
bye.
Wouldn't have lasted like 2 dates.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
Kidding. Just kidding. Love you, babe.
Well,
how tall's your husband?
I also caught him. Maybe he shrunk too. I don't know. Because when I came home realizing I was 5'9", I was like, oh my God, how? And then I was like, wait, let's revisit how tall you are, because I don't feel like you're that much taller than me anymore.
Yeah.
And I thought he was 6'1", and I think he's fucking 5'11" and a half, because I measured him at our home. He's like barely 6 foot.
Okay.
Like,
I mean,
barely.
that's still taller than you, though.
It is still taller than me, but it's not like super obvious. And I think because he has like, I mean, he's not large or small. He just has like a normal dude body.
Yeah.
And I have like kind of still a spindlier frame. So
spindlier? What does that mean?
Like I feel like I still have like a lean-ish frame next to him. So when we're standing next to each other, we look the same height. Even though when we measure ourselves on the wall, he's technically taller than me.
Yeah.
But it's not a 6'5" wear heels constantly situation. I did wear flats at our wedding.
Yeah, how was that? I was thinking maybe I need to do something.
It was fine. Also, my dress, I mean,
it was long enough.
It was long enough that you can't see the shoes anyways. 2, I've spent my whole life not wearing heels. So I do think that when I wear them, I don't seem natural or look natural or walk that great in them. So I was like, I'm not going to feel like myself. And then in photos, I don't want to be like, oh, I should hunch, or, oh, I don't feel confident. So I was like, if I wear flats, you're not even going to be able to see my feet, and I'll feel like myself. So that's what I did.
Yeah. And if you can't see them anyway,
right,
it's kind of like, okay, well, then I would look like maybe that was just my height.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Well, I just went to a wedding this past weekend. She's tall too. And she wore flats, but you couldn't see them.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that works. Honestly, the only reason why I probably would was for the father-daughter dance, because my dad's a shrimp. My dad's 5'6" on a good day.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
Is your mom really tall?
No.
So we don't know what happened.
She's like 5'4" now at this point.
So this is a recessive
she says
gene.
She's 5'5.5", but yeah.
Yeah.
And my sister's like 5, whatever. They're all like the same height. They all look like they're the same height. They're in that 5'5" range.
So this was an extra layer growing up as the only tall person in the family.
Oh yeah. My sister and I were like the same height for the longest time, and she's 2 years older than me. So we were always like, people thought we were twins.
Oh.
And then I don't even remember when I surpassed my dad, but I'm sure that was, I probably blacked it out. Trauma blocked.
Yeah.
But also I was prepared for that. Like everyone knew I was going to be tall
from the
jump. Start. Yeah. So it wasn't like a shock.
What's happening?
But so with this guy that you dated, you never called him out.
Not really, no.
But was it all like whispers behind?
Closer, like I in photos I would be like, can you stand up taller?
Like,
so yeah.
Or like you'll buy him really tall shoes.
Yeah. To his credit, when we were dating, he did seem like he had that confidence. He never like gassed me up per se, but he also didn't make me feel bad about being tall.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm like trying to remember the good times, because we definitely ended on not great terms. But yeah, he was a short king, I guess. Yeah. That I dated right before my husband. That was the last one. And we went through some turmoil there at the end. Basically, I had some feelings, like some intuition, some trust issues with him. And I definitely was like the worst version of myself. I was definitely like the crazy girlfriend with him, because he didn't help his cause, you know?
Yeah.
We were going to like a work function for him, and because he had gotten a different job by this point, and we get in the car and he hands me his phone to like use the GPS to type in the address he's going to drive. And so I'm typing in the address, and his ex texted him right at that moment. And wouldn't you think, if you're texting with your ex, like put her under a different name, or put it on like the do not disturb or whatever. Like there's so many issues. Like what a moron.
If you're gonna cheat and lie, do it right, you dumbass.
And it was something like, it was not benign. It was something like, well, if you don't love her anymore, or something like really like, are you kidding me? And I blacked out, and I like turned to him like some like possessed by the devil, like all of a sudden like the devil's taken over my body, like, and he had no idea what I had just seen. So he was like, what? And we had started moving, like the car had begun moving, and I just opened the door and I was like, let me out of the car. And I like
No.
threw his phone at him.
Oh my God.
Then he proceeded to like, no, this doesn't mean anything. Like he proceeded to be like, she was just texting me for advice about her relationship, like whatever, like really backpedaling.
So then he was asking her for advice too?
Sure, right, yeah. I know, I'm like, excuse me? And he's like, nothing's happening. Like, okay, I'll stop texting her. Like, I'll block her, whatever. So he like backpedaled from that moment. But then I saw a psychic. And it was like word of mouth from our friend Kara, who's currently in our acting class as well. And I was like, great, like super trusted source. And she loves this psychic. So usually, like I've been to a lot of psychics in my life. And usually they'll be like, you know, oh, are you unhappy with like your job? Or, you know, you're going to find love soon or whatever. But they're not like super specific usually.
Yeah.
And this psychic was like, your boyfriend is cheating on you. And I was like, what the fuck? And also, like, you have to be so confident that that's definitely the case.
Yeah.
Before,
So
like,
just
saying that during a session. And I was like, wait,
there.
what? Like,
and he's 5'8".
Yeah. And
she's like, and he's also been lying to you about something else.
Yeah,
He's actually
short.
5'8".
Yeah. And again, I'm like shaking. I called Kara and I was like, dude, what do we think? Like, I guess, I mean, the you trust the psychic and the psychic saying this. And like, I already had these like inklings or whatever. And then I did the crazy girlfriend thing where you like drive over. Like I drove over to his place, like fully I don't know what I thought. Like I'm going to walk in on him currently in that moment cheating on me. Like maybe not today, like maybe he is in general, but maybe not like Tuesday at noon. You know, I don't know what I thought.
Tuesday at noon.
But I just drove over and like fully burst into his apartment, and he lived with his brother, and it was like definitely a display. And I was like, are you fucking cheating on me? And then he was like, what? Why are you saying this? Like, no. And then
because you didn't call him out in the moment? Or wait, this is prior.
That I saw the psychic just like alone in my home, like on Zoom.
But before the text?
This was after the text,
Okay,
but it was like a few weeks later. And he had been like,
believed that he was, okay, gotcha.
Which, what an idiot.
Yeah, it happens to the best
happens.
of us.
I then realized out loud in real time how insane it sounded, because I had to be like, he was like, why do you think this? And then I was like, well, a psychic told me.
You could have just been like, well, I've been ruminating on the text. Like, I
totally could have. Yeah, I totally should have. Because then it felt like I had no leg to stand on. And then what pissed me off more, because I had told him I was seeing the psychic. He knew who he was dating. He knew he was dating a woo-woo freak. I don't care. And I had told him I was seeing the psychic. And then he went, I knew this was going to happen. And I was like, what? And he's like, I knew whatever they said, you were going to take it. Like, he was like gaslighting me to be like, I knew that you were going to like take whatever they said to the extreme. And I was like,
okay.
Right. But if someone's not cheating on me, why would they say that you're cheating on me? And then I was like, well, I don't know. We all have free will. Maybe there's like an issue with time or space. Maybe if you aren't cheating on me right now, maybe you were about to, maybe you were going to, maybe you were thinking about it, maybe you're emotionally cheating on me, if you're not admitting to actually cheating on me, whatever. And then I just was like, there's clearly some issues that if I believe it.
Yeah. Like
I was like, is it just bad enough that I believe that the psychic is right and that I believe you're cheating on me?
You also had the evidence.
Right. I also had basically evidence. He's like, well, that's just a text. Like, it means nothing. I'm like, okay. I think he tried to take me out one more time to like make amends. And we got in a giant fight in downtown LA. And I was wearing just like this short dress. We were both drunk. And he literally got an Uber without me and left me on like a street corner at 2 a.m. And like a random finance bro stood with me and was like, are you okay? And I was like, oh, no, like, my boyfriend, I got in a fight and he just like left and I'm waiting for an Uber. And he was like, I have a sister, like I would never want her in this situation. Is it okay if I stand with you while you wait for your Uber?
That's so nice.
I know, what an angel. And I was like, yeah. He was very tall, and I did text him the next day.
Oh.
But he did not respond, and I totally get that.
That would have been a good twist. You end up with a tall man.
I know, but it was basically 3 strikes. It was the text message, the psychic, and then leaving me abandoned downtown, and then finally we broke up.
4 strikes, lying about his height.
Yes, and lying about his height. So, yeah.
Wait, so you broke up with him?
Yeah, thank God,
right
finally.
after.
I had some
did it
self-respect.
ever come out that he was cheating? Or I mean,
no, he never
really
admitted
know.
it.
Yeah,
he never fully admitted it. But
well, let that be a lesson to you guys. If someone's lying about their height, what else are they lying about?
Probably everything. Probably their identity.
Don't be texting your exes either.
No.
I mean, unless you just like are truly just friends now. But also,
don't text about.
No, don't be complaining about
the
your
current relationship.
Because how long ago was the ex? Was it like recent?
No, we had been together for 2 years by this point. So it was definitely like, I think it was 3 years before that current moment.
But it was the current or the previous.
The most recent.
Yeah, so that's always a little bit more sensitive.
Yeah.
And why is she texting you about advice? Like, to me, that kind of almost sounds like they're getting flirty.
Yeah.
Oh, well, mine's not going good. Like, how's yours? Like, checking in that way.
They're cracking the door open to see if they can, door's fully open.
Yeah. And the other thing, too, is that if he wasn't cheating, I don't think he would get so defensive.
Right.
If it wasn't the truth, you could laugh about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or do everything in your power, like show them your phone then, like do all this. Be like, look, it's really like nothing. I promise nothing's going on, instead of being like, you're crazy for believing this psychic.
Right. See? I wish I had you in my ear in that moment.
Shanny on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Shannon on your shoulder.
I like that.
She could be a devil or an angel, whichever you prefer. Whatever you want in that day.
It's the new Elf on the Shelf, Shannon on the shoulder.
Yeah, we did an Elf on the Shelf episode over Christmas.
Really?
Yeah, one of my old co-hosts that from the old podcast I was on, Jake. He has a hard stance about how he hates Elf on the Shelf.
Don't tell him about Shannon on the shoulder.
We'll get him a custom made one.
Yeah.
So I took a poll about dating. It was a very heteronormative poll. I'm sorry for all of my LGBTQ listeners out there. But I said, guys, would you date a girl taller than you? 18%. Well, this is confusing because I also did the here for the answers, because you know how people always want to see what people said. But with this one, I couldn't let everybody participate.
Right.
But so 78% said here for the answers. Okay. So 18% said yes and 4% said no. So I should have done the math here of, basically like 4 times the amount said yes.
Wow.
Then said no. So that was good to hear.
Okay.
So
prove it, though.
Yeah, prove it. Let's see that. I have come across a lot of guys that are into it that don't fetishize it, though.
Okay.
I've had a few, I think.
Did you, before your current relationship, date shorter?
Well, my 2 prior boyfriends were like 5'11", 6 foot, never super tall.
Yeah.
Some guys that I like hooked up with were taller that I had crushes on were for sure. And then, I would hook up with shorter guys. I didn't care about that when it was just like a hookup.
The disparity between taller guys don't have as good a personality. Well, not your current, but usually they don't have as good of a personality because everyone has loved them and idolized them for being tall, and women love them for being tall.
Yeah.
So they don't have to try as hard to have a good personality or sense of humor.
Yeah, true.
But it's opposite for us. We've had to try harder to have a good personality and sense of humor because we are an outlier and not like a petite little model baby.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. They're kind of the short girls and tall guys have more in common.
Yeah.
Like average women, and short guys and tall girls have a similar thing in common, which we will get to a story about that. So hold on to that conversation in a little bit. But then I also did girls, would you date a guy shorter than you? And again, here for the answers, 21%. I have more female listeners, so more could engage here. But 36% said yes, and 43% said no. So a lot more women said that they wouldn't. And also, some people don't engage with these because they don't want to be honest. Because I bet you there are some more people that would probably say no to that. Because but again, as we were saying before, I think a lot of it has to do with our own insecurities about wanting to feel feminine. And not that you can't. And every time I see a tall woman with a short man, I'm like, yes.
Yes, I am always like, yeah.
But like, could I do it?
It's always empowering when I see it in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel empowered by my own self being with a short man.
I know.
I blame the bullies.
Yeah.
It's not really our fault. Yeah.
I had one of my listeners say, I need to say, as a lesbian, I'm exhausted when I hear how straight girls find near perfect men but refuse to date them for being shorter. I had to let go of the height thing a long time ago. Almost every person I've dated has been shorter than me. Y'all could be missing out on the greatest guy just because he's 5'7". That's true. That's true.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. Still, I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. You are correct. And also, I can't do it.
I know. But there's so many shorter women out there that can be with those guys.
Right. Let them have them.
There's nothing I hate more, and I'm so sorry for all of you out there that this is the case. But when a very shorty woman is with a very tall man, I'm like, are you kidding me? We only have so many to choose from.
The odds are not in our favor.
You're going to take him. And then also, side note, I always have to picture them having sex.
How?
Sorry.
So the only version, where is your mouth? Like, how is it even functioning?
No,
you have to be holding
kiss
them.
And then fuck and then kiss.
Yeah.
And then, like, you can't do it at the same time.
You got to alternate. Or the guy's back has to be fully hunched and you're just like giving him neck problems.
Ooh. Although, I guess when you're going down, you don't have to.
Sure.
Just stay standing.
Yeah. It would be easier in some aspects, yeah.
Another listener said, if she would date a guy shorter than her, said you need a not likely but there's a chance option, like as one of the options. Yes, no.
Oh.
She said, I'm 5'3", so shorter than me would be hard to find. I've dated men around 5'5", 5'7", and their height insecurities caused a lot of insecurities in other aspects. It's not the lack of height that is the issue. It's the lack of confidence. True that.
That's wise.
Well, she is a wise lady, this listener. Yeah, I always say that with shorter men. Like, it's not your height that's the issue. It's your Napoleon complex.
Yeah.
But I really do think that I understand when people, it's different for us because we're tall and it's our own insecurity thing. But for women that are shorter and they don't want to date short men, I think that is an issue. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't have anything to do with you wanting to feel feminine. It's just you're kind of being like, I guess, a little bit shallow. I mean, I understand like wanting to wear heels and be shorter. Like, I get that. But, you know, if you're 5'3" and you're dating a guy that's 5'9", you could.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, should we go into a story?
Yeah.
Yesterday, I attended the wedding of my boyfriend's former piano tutor as his +1. The wedding was quite fancy, and everyone was in formal wear for the ceremony and reception, which were held inside a chateau. I am 21 and quite tall for a woman, 5'11". I am also a model. My boyfriend is also tall at 6'5". Was this me?
Oh my God, it's you.
We usually get stares when we are together, I suppose mainly because of our height. For the wedding, I wore a long gown, which was in accordance with the dress code. I also wore 3.5-inch heels with my gown. I didn't think that was unusual. Nearly every female was wearing heels at the wedding. At the wedding, my boyfriend and I got some stares, but of course, the main attention was focused on the bride, who was beautiful. About 20 minutes before the ceremony began, the mother of the bride came over to me and politely asked if I could remove my heels and offered a pair of flats that belonged to the maid of honor.
What?
She said that my height was, quote, distracting, and she was afraid that I'd block the view of those sitting in the back rows. My boyfriend and I were sitting somewhere in the middle. I thought it was an odd request because my boyfriend is next to me and he's about a half a foot taller than me. What, should he crouch down? But I didn't want to argue with the mother of the bride. I wore my own pair of flats that I had brought. She said thank you and left. After the ceremony, I thought this meant I could wear my heels again, but apparently not. because when I walked into the reception area, the mother of the bride looked disapprovingly at me. She did not come to talk to me, but it was obvious that she was annoyed. I was a very polite guest. I wore a modest dress and makeup, nothing over the top. Yes, I wore heels that made me 6 feet. Yes, I wore heels that made me over 6 feet, but I cannot help my height. And besides, all the other female guests were in heels. Granted, I was the tallest woman among the 100 or so guests, but still. My boyfriend found it rude of the mother of the bride, but didn't say anything. I really did not wish to cause any problems, though. Should I have worn my flats for the duration of the wedding, including the reception, to minimize distractions from the bride? Or is the mother of the bride overreacting?
Oh my God. This is so triggering.
I know.
I think the mother of the bride is a giant bitch.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
I completely, yes. If during the ceremony you not even asked to change shoes, but you asked to scoot their chairs, like if they could be in the back row so that other people can see, that's totally fine. Like being in the back of a group picture, same shit.
Yeah.
Constant.
Always.
Yeah. God forbid my outfit's ever seen in a photo.
Oh, literally. I'm
just
a floating
my head. Yeah.
Always. And I'm like, my outfit's cute.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. Or you're on the end, but then you just look like a weird tree bookmark.
Oh yeah.
Or bookend.
I know it's like you're too tall over there.
Yeah. It's a nightmare. But
a lot of times when I take even like a small group, like say it's like 3 or 4 of us, I'm always like, I have to be in the middle. Like if everyone else is tall, I can't just be on the end. Like and here's me.
Yeah. And here's Rudy.
Wait, that's my family photo.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
That sucks. But
how tall are your parents?
My mom, I mean, she shrunk too. I don't know. She was 5'8" at one point. And then my dad, I think, is like 6'1". So like not crazy. Just I feel like I'm in the middle.
Like, about the same.
My brother's like 6'2" or something. I don't know. But yeah, this lady sounds like a bitch. And after it's just because you look like a gorgeous model. And she was like, oh, my daughter is a troll compared to you.
Yeah,
probably.
Gonna be upstaged.
Yeah.
Because that's what doesn't make any sense where they were sitting.
Right.
Like, it's not like her torso is enormous.
Right.
Like, I don't look that much taller when we're sitting.
Yeah.
And also then the boyfriend's right next to them. So that's what didn't make sense. But I think she did reply to a comment saying, like, I think she meant for when everyone is standing up when the bride comes down the aisle.
Yeah.
But I've definitely had this happen. I mean, we were talking about it before, like, not at a wedding, but like, oh, actually this one time I went to this gym. I go to LA Fitness and they're all over the place, but I went to this one area because I was like out there for the day. And there's like some weird pack of these women, older women that must like that's their territory. They must go all the time. I thought the one was the teacher. So like I even like told her in the beginning in class, like, oh, I have to leave early. And she didn't correct me that she wasn't the teacher. She's like, okay, that's no problem. And then like the teacher came in. I'm like, what? Wait, who is that woman?
What class was it?
It was like a step kind of.
It was like Zumba?
Not Zumba. Maybe it was Zumba. It's one of those classes.
Yeah.
Like where you're moving a lot.
Yeah.
And then there's a mirror. And I was in the front and they were all livid that I was up at the front. And I was trying to stay in the front corner so I could quickly exit because the door was right there.
Right.
Because I had to leave early. Oh, they were all talking so much shit about me in like another language. I think they were Greek or something. And they were like, one of them even like come up and said something like, don't stand there the next time you're in class. And I'm telling you, I wasn't in anyone's way. Like, you know how
you're in the corner. Yeah, you stagger.
You stagger.
Yeah.
And they were all like they were clearly talking about me in their other language. And they were so mad about it. I was so insecure. I was about to like start crying. I was like,
oh my God.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like, and it was kind of packed. So it was like, it wasn't like I could like kind of move my stuff and go to the back or whatever. But it was just so weird.
Yeah, that's
awful. They were genuinely
awful.
mad at me about it.
Ew. That's awful. Yeah, if you can see yourself in the mirror, you can see.
Yeah.
So if you're staggered and they could see themselves, get over yourself.
Yeah, and I was making like a concerted effort too when they were.
To not be in the way. Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, and just in general, like at concerts and stuff. But for the most part, I almost never go in the front because of that. Like,
yeah.
But I don't know. Have you ever had anything happen where people say anything to you? Like at a concert or anything?
Not necessarily. I think just because I'm always so toxically like, oh, let me Like, I've had people in group photos, like, of a comedy festival or something be like, oh, you're in front of me. Like, oh, it's obvious, like, move.
Yeah.
It's always been my dream to be like those girls at Coachella that get picked up and put on a guy's shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
Has that ever happened to you?
I've done that, but I have to find like a big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've never once been on anyone's shoulders.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, that's such a pipe dream, you know?
You got to find a big man and just be like, tap on his shoulder.
Yeah. Excuse me, I have this dream. Do you mind if my thighs are around your face?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Truly, at like one of those festivals, all sweaty.
Like the girls that are like 5'3" or whatever that can be on like basically any guy's shoulders is one thing. Because that guy that they're on their shoulders, that guy could be under 6 foot, and then you're not even falling that far if you do fall. If
true.
I find a guy big enough to put me on his shoulders, that means that I'm risking my life and I might fall 7 feet.
Yeah, because they're
like,
huge.
yeah, it's like really dangerous.
I'm a little afraid of heights. So
yeah, it's dangerous.
I'm scared every day of my life up here. No, actually, this one time we were like jumping off of this like not waterfalls, but like a lagoon that had a little bit of a higher thing. And then like I saw the video after and I was like, wait, that was what I was afraid of. It was barely high at all. But then I was like, but you have to add like 6 feet basically to that.
When you're looking
down. That's where
down.
my eyes are.
Yeah.
And it's terrifying.
Yeah.
What do you think about wearing someone else's shoes too?
I guess she came over with a solution instead of saying to be barefoot.
True.
Like that would have been crazier if she's like, just take off your shoes completely.
Yeah.
But also, how does she know those shoes are going to fit you?
There's
no way.
She's got to have huge feet.
There's no way that the maid of honor was the same height with the same shoe size.
Yeah. How presumptuous.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would be like, I don't really want to wear this stranger shoes. And I'm not that big of a germaphobe either, but like.
Feet are weird.
Yeah.
Feet are sweaty and clammy.
No.
Staph infections.
And like, I put together this outfit. Like, I want to look good just as much as anyone wants to look good. Like, of course, you don't want to upstage the bride. Like, obviously.
Sure. But I'm not wearing white.
Well.
Uh-oh.
Apparently. So she did link the dress in the comments, but the item was removed on Etsy. But then a bunch of people were replying like, well, that's why she was upset, because this dress is very bridal. Now, again, the item was removed, so I couldn't see it, but it does say similar items on Etsy, and all the similar items are white dresses.
Oh, no.
So the little fan theory in the comments was that like the dress was a little bit more on the bridal side, and that's why she was doing that.
Oh.
I think it wasn't
not fully
white, but it was like,
but could have been perceived.
Said it was like really light blue or
like light blue or cream.
So, but if that was the case, I would kind of be like, why wouldn't the mom just say that instead of like making her feel insecure? And then also like, it just didn't make any sense because her boyfriend was 6'5".
Right. She was just like, anything to hide you behind other people in this white dress.
Yeah. Well, it says here, someone says, I looked through the colors and there are only 2 shades of blue that could have ordered in, and one is very, very light. I wonder the exact color of OP's dress. Okay, so I guess there was like a couple different options of blue. I wish the link was still there.
Yeah.
But it seems like maybe it was like a very, very light blue or something like that. You're the asshole. The dress clearly is bridal, or at least in the bridal party. The link you showed had bridal in there. Even without the train, it looks hella bridal, going pastel colors too. As the mother of the bride, I'd say she sucked versus an asshole at the very most. As a fellow tall person, I hear you. I don't think you would have had any trouble if you were not in a bridal dress. Think about it. A 6-foot tall woman in what easily looks like a bridal dress. The bride is guaranteed to feel overshadowed.
Damn.
I noticed that was a bit of a twist there.
I know. With more context, I'm like, oops. Well. Ugh.
But again, like, I guess maybe she was just trying to do it on like the low instead of being like, you're in a, because it is awkward.
Because also, if you don't have a spare dress like available for her to change into, then the only option is, okay, maybe make her a little shorter. I don't know.
But like, is that really gonna deter from it?
Definitely not.
Like a couple inches,
definitely
3.5 inches. Like she's still gonna be like beautiful model-esque.
Yeah.
So, and the dress is still going to be what it was.
Yeah.
So I don't really know how that was the solution. The poster said at one point, I don't think the bride minded. She was focused on getting married and not the height of a random guest. I think it was mostly concern of the mom and the sister, which it's like, yeah, I get those are the ones that are kind of supposed to be like
on the prowl.
For if anyone's fucking up.
Yeah. Putting out fires because it's not up to the bride.
But if I was the bride and I didn't know this was going on, I would be like, don't be causing drama, Mom. But maybe the bride did know.
Yeah.
And was like, take care of that.
I would be mortified though. Also, imagine posting that question and then realizing that people are like, oh, you were the issue.
Well, most people were on her side. But then I think once they were like digging through the comments and seeing
the picture of the dress,
it was kind of like, but even some people still were like, no, that's fine. Like, so it was kind of, I just wish we had the picture of the dress.
I know. But that would give us all the clarity we needed.
I know.
I guess if it is bridal, our answer is, I guess you were kind of the problem. If it is not bridal, that mom is a bitch.
Yeah. I would say probably like everyone sucks here if that's the case. But if not, the mom is totally in the wrong. I just also think that the mom should have been more straightforward if it was the bride issue. But then, yeah, I guess what do you do then? I think almost 9.5 times out of 10, no one's upstaging the bride.
No, and usually people aren't doing it on purpose to pull focus. They're just like, oh, this was a formal thing I had that would make sense for a formal occasion. And then they're like, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah. Because I guess here, it seems like it was like a light blue.
Yeah.
Which everyone is so weird about that these days that I think you just really should. If you have to question it, just don't do it. Like,
if you're like, oh, does this look white in the light?
Yeah.
Then the answer is no.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
No, it's not worth the like drama of somebody feeling a type of way about it.
Yeah. When in doubt, wear green. Like, we can't deal with this.
Yep. All right. Next story here.
Yeah.
I, 24M, went out for some drinks with some friends, and one of our friends brought along his sister, 23F. She is 6'1". As the night went on and people shared stories, she began answering questions about her height and the insecurity she has felt, the bullying, etc. I decided to chime in. I am 6'4.5", and while I can't exactly relate to being bullied, I know what it's like to be insecure over height and how she feels. She looked at me like she was pissed off and rolled her eyes. Then the topic changed. Afterwards, she told my friends that I was a huge asshole. They also agreed with her. I'm at a loss here. I thought I was relating to her, but everyone thinks I'm an a-hole.
Oh. Just trying to relate. I think this goes back to what we were saying about how in men it's desirable to be that tall and not in women. So it's like, even though his intentions were pure to relate, it does kind of feel like, oh, so now you're making this about you. Oh, great. Every woman wanted to date you because you're tall. Must be hard.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I guess that was also sort of what we were going back to too, where that's how people treat us too. Like, oh, it must be so hard to like look tall and model last.
Yeah.
And like, I get that in some ways. And I'm sure some of you out there are like rolling your eyes at us talking about this right now. But like, yeah, he can go through life with the trials and tribulations. Drink every time I say that, of like being in an airplane where your knees are up against the chair in front of you.
You just have indents.
Yeah. Like there are a lot of ways that it is just harder to function in society as a taller person. And I mean, even more difficult for people who are over 6 foot. Again, we can't relate with that, but it is still hard. So he can do that, but that's not what she was talking about.
No, she was talking about insecurity of like being in the world as a woman that tall, trying to date and being perceived by society as a tall woman.
Yeah.
Not a tall man.
And I just think always a positive thing.
A man jumping in to relate on any sorrow at all, I would say, as a blanket statement. While a woman is speaking is like, oh, well, this certainly wasn't about you to begin with. So I think like we don't know if this was a white guy, but certainly
Certainly.
In that
Just
case,
keep your mouth shut and
just
listen.
be a safe space for someone. If she wanted to bring you into it, she could have been like, and you get it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let someone bring you into the conversation. I think that's a rule of thumb for general conversations.
Yeah. Actually, that just reminded me of this time that I went out on this Hinge date. So I didn't think he was tall. This was like back when you didn't put your height on it. Like I wasn't getting the sense from his photos that he was tall.
There was nothing to scale him.
Yeah, no. When I get there to the restaurant, he gives me a hug. He stands up, gives me a hug, and then we sit down. And I was like, oh, I guess like he is pretty tall actually. And so we're talking, and I at one point was talking about being tall, and then I was like, well, you understand like with being tall, like, whatever. And he goes, oh, you thought that was my height when I stood up? And I was like, well, yeah. And he was like, oh, I was like standing on the bar of the stool when I hugged you, like this. Like stood up and hugged you and standing on the bar.
Wait, why?
Of like a bar stool.
Wait, why? Why?
I guess he wasn't like.
Why? Why would you ever do that? And you just didn't look down.
And I was like, oh. And he's like, oh, sorry. Did you think I was tall? He's like, oh, you must be disappointed now. I was like, no, it's fine. And then we like walk somewhere after, and he is like probably even half an inch shorter than me. And he was like, oh, are you like disappointed now? I was just like, well, probably don't do that again.
Yeah.
Because I was like very pleasantly surprised. I was like, oh, I like did not think that this guy was tall.
Yeah. So don't stand on something when you first meet someone. That's crazy.
And like, I think maybe he didn't mean to do it. Like he was like behind the table, but it was just like, yeah, do not do that.
That's so, you were like accidentally catfish.
Yeah.
And like, I guess good on him for in that moment catching it and being like, oh, wait, no. Because then what if he just went along with the conversation, and then when you stood up to leave, you were like, what?
Yeah.
Because also, how would you have reacted? Like, would you just have to play it off at that point? My social
yeah.
anxiety would be on fire.
That would have been, I would have probably been like overthinking like everything that I said.
Yeah.
I would just say, oh my God. He like, but yeah, if we had never had that conversation where I was like, oh, well, you get it. Yeah, I would, like if he stood up, I would have been like really confused. Like, what just happened?
Yeah. Did you shrink during this dinner? Yeah.
About the bar.
I've never hugged anyone that's been standing on part of a chair. Like, that's crazy.
I don't know what his plan was. Or if he just like accidentally did it.
It must have been an accident.
It had to have been.
It must have been like oh, she's here. Let me.
Like, quick, give her a hug across the table kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I still had sex with him, so it's fine.
Yeah, you must. Yeah.
We're the same head lying down.
Did you feel guilt that? So you were like, oh.
I was like, I guess I have to.
No.
I think I'll throw him a bone. No, I don't remember. There was alcohol involved. I did not talk to him after that, though.
He clearly wasn't bringing that BD confidence that we were talking about, though. Like, he clearly was insecure about it.
Yeah, definitely. But again, I don't remember if I said how tall I was, but like, I think I must have. That was always a question back in the day. Like, people were always like, wait, how tall are you?
Oh, yeah, constantly.
I don't think I would ever be that blunt about it, though. I think I would just kind of like try and tell through photos and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I put it on my profile because I got so sick of the question and then of the conversation petering out after they asked and then realized they were shorter than me.
Yeah.
So I think I put it in like the bio section so that if they read,
then they won't even have to swipe.
Right. Then we can just avoid this whole thing.
Yeah. But there was a bunch of different like comments. Most people said like YTA, you're kind of being mansplaining here. It's not your place. It's different. As we were saying before, like short men have more of being able to relate with this because they get bullied too for their height or have issues with dating.
Right. Short men and tall women actually could be allies for each other, but we just are, pitted against
each other.
Yeah.
We can't even give each other the time of day.
Yeah.
we can't even see them.
Yeah.
Someone here says, no assholes here. You're not an asshole for trying to relate, but she's not an asshole for being annoyed. As a tall girl myself, it sucks way more for a girl to be tall. Your intentions were good. But she didn't have to be rude like that. But I understand why she was annoyed, and I wouldn't go so far to call her or you an asshole. Yeah, like I don't think she needed to like call him an asshole behind his back and like roll her eyes and stuff. Because
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't, unless his tone or something, unless he was like, what are you complaining about? I have to deal with this all the time. Like, unless he was saying something like that and like denying her feelings, then I think I would more so just be like, yeah, but it's a little different, or like,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it would be to that extent. So like that is a wise middle ground.
I don't really know why he says like, I know what it's like to be insecure over height. Like, isn't it always a good thing as a kid, as like a guy?
Yeah, if you're like a 10-year-old boy, exactly. People are like, oh my God, you're going to be the next whatever, LeBron.
Now, I will say, I'm sure that there is a point, not 6'4" though. 6'4" is like ideal. He's 6'4". When you're like 6'7" and over, it gets talked about a lot.
When you start hitting your head on door frames, that's probably when we circle back around to having empathy.
Yes. Yeah.
Anywhere between 6'1" and 6'6", cry me a fucking river. 6'7" and up, you're now.
They can give you.
What is that disorder? Like almost that your organs and stuff have a harder time functioning and like pumping blood throughout your body, and you can actually die sooner.
Yeah. That does happen. I don't remember what it's called, but a lot of times like their life expectancy isn't as long.
Yeah, because their organs literally have to work harder to keep them alive.
Yeah.
So that's when it's like, oh my God, okay, you know what, you can have this.
And I get like a lot of the expectations too, like for a tall man, the sports thing, like if you're not coordinated, a lot of times like people are like, oh, but you must be so good at sports, but it's like you weren't. Like I know that everybody comes with their own trials and tribulations.
Take a shot
of their own, issues that they have. But yeah, I definitely can see how if he was like a very tall man, then he could relate more, because like we were saying before, constantly like in the grocery store, like you're so tall. Oh my God, those people people like gawk at them.
Yeah, where you're treated like a novelty. That's where it's like, okay.
Yeah. And the other weird thing about that too is that it's different than when someone's in a wheelchair. A lot of times people have a little bit more respect not to be doing that or not to make comments because they want to either make them feel normal or
not call attention to it. Like they're not a pariah.
To it.
Yeah.
But with the height thing, there isn't much respect there.
It's almost like they think it is
such a good thing.
It is so good. They can't imagine a world where it would make you insecure. They can't imagine being in that position. So they're just like, I also think it has to do with people having no filter, where they can't possibly filter their brain to their mouth of like, they thought the thought, oh, he's so tall, she's so tall. They can't help but say it. And it's like, if we all walked around doing that.
Exactly.
The shit I would say.
I know. I don't know why with this one thing in particular, they cannot keep their mouth shut about it.
Yeah.
Because again, they think it's a positive thing. They think it's a talking point. Well, you got to remember, these people are getting these comments every day. I mean, I don't get them every day.
No, luckily.
Back in New Jersey where everyone's tiny, I did.
Yeah. LA is just like a simpler
like,
place for us.
Yes. Yeah. Everyone's tall out here. But again, we're not super tall. I bet if we were women that were really tall, I'm sure they get it constantly. And you know what? Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Shut your fucking mouth.
It's not cool. Okay?
Okay.
Leave them alone.
We just should stop commenting on people's bodies, period.
Whether you think it's a good thing or not.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I was tall. Can I have some of your height? I always go, yeah, I'll give you a few of my inches.
Yeah, please.
Honestly, I would love that, though. I would have given them away years ago.
Me too. I would have nothing left.
Truly. I would just be so miniature.
Small.
But actually, I don't know. Would you rather be short or tall? Like, I'm talking like tiny.
Really short.
4'11", 5 foot.
I don't know. Sabrina Carpenter makes it look pretty good.
I know. She's so cute.
I know.
Colton is in love with her.
Our classmates. I asked him. I was like, what's your type? Because he was like,
so if anyone knows Sabrina Carpenter out there, we've got a man for her.
Yeah.
He looks like Batman.
He does.
He is Batman.
He has the Batman costume.
Yeah.
At Six Flags.
I'm going to have him on soon. He's a stunt guy at like Six Flags and Disney too.
And I think he did Universal too.
Yeah. Oh, tell us a little bit about your podcast.
Oh, yeah. So it's called the DINKside. It existed for like 8 years as mostly true opinions, but we just honed in because we realized our niche is more that we're double income, no kid household, and we plan on staying that way.
Dinkwad.
Yeah.
With a dog.
With a dog. Thank you. The technical term, it just felt like a really long podcast name. So yeah,
The Dinkwads. That's what I think it should be. The Dinkwads.
There we go. Huck. Let's rebrand again.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh my God.
Jesus
Guys, we're
Christ.
exhausted.
Another rebrand? We can't keep up. Snip, snap, snip, snap.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, it's just fun. We release on Mondays every other week, and we talk about like the expectations that we face, how we combat those, the good things we do as dinkwads in the world. It's not all just hating on people with kids or hating on children. We do a faith and humanity segment where we talk about like a kid that restored our faith and humanity or a parent. So yeah,
it's like looking at it all different angles.
Yeah.
Well, I should have you guys both on and we can do that.
Yeah.
We have done a topic similar to like being afraid to have kids was one of them.
Yeah.
We've had parents on. And I love that we're all in a place in this day and age where we can do whatever the fuck we want.
Totally.
But also tell them about where they can find you.
Yeah.
At some tour dates. Maybe.
Yeah.
She's a comedian. She's hilarious.
Thank you so much.
I have to come see you.
Oh, God.
You do it in LA much?
I do. I have some coming up. I'm that person that never tells anyone about my shows because then I feel weird. And then I feel like, you know, when you're a little kid telling people about your talent show and you're like, and like, I'm just like, oh yeah, if you see it on Instagram or whatever, at KDK Comedy on all platforms. And my next few dates are in LA. And then I'm in Waverly, New York for November 13th and 14th.
I know you're traveling girl.
Who is she?
So
She's
cool.
all over the place. But yeah, November, December are more like a dead season for comedy. But
yeah, the entertainment industry in general.
Yeah, catch me in January, revived from the grave.
I know. I can't wait for a little break.
I know.
I'm burnt out, folks.
Same. From our class, I'm sorry, 3 weeks is not enough of a break.
I know. But we'll get 2 months.
When?
March and April.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. I have the answers.
Tell me.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. Remember to follow at D is for Drama. No, that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
At D is for Drama on Instagram for all the latest and greatest polls. Subscribe, rate, review. I'm on YouTube when I can get the technology right.
Yeah.
Which is every 2 or 3 episodes.
This one should be.
Yes. As long as everything goes according to plan. As long as I didn't record in slow-mo.
And only rate if you give it 5 stars. If you have any other opinions, don't bother.
DM me. I won't listen, but just kidding. Well, all right. Love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. And remember, you can't spell drama without the D. Wait, is that what I say? I'm like.
It sounded right to me.
Well, you can't spell drama without D. My brain is fucking fried.
Yeah. You can't spell drama without D because D is for drama.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. And remember, you can't spell drama without D.